Morning everybody, welcome to All Four Queens. I've been away for quite some time and uh, it's been an interesting, I think it's been about 10 days. It's been an interesting 10 days. If I told you what I'd seen and where I've been, you wouldn't believe half of it anyway. But it has been an interesting eye-opener for me. And I watched some of the other readers and I've been watching my channel and I've realised that my channel is not going anywhere. The numbers that I see are not the numbers that the world sees, and the world has no views. So I'm just doing this for whoever's watching, because obviously if the subscribers see it, great. But whoever's decided that I can't be seen in the world, then I'm doing this for you, because obviously we all know the truth. And everybody knows the truth because it's in the Akashic records anyway, so it is what it is. So welcome to the spiritual channel of mine, All Four Queens. Obviously, there is a bit of psychic investigation there as well, because the cards don't lie. Tarot for me, I do tarot, I do scripture, and obviously a bit of prophecy as well. Now, a lot of people don't like the idea of both, but for me, the scripture is, I use it to sort of like clarify how we are today in the world. And the tarot for me is not evil, it's the intention behind the tarot. If you're using tarot to hurt and harm somebody, but then the intention of that is not of the light. If you're using it to help and heal, then obviously it's of the light. Now, some of the things that I've shared, obviously, some could say, and some say, oh Tara, I don't believe in it, it's just what it is, it's a story. If you want to take it as a story, that's absolutely fine. If you want to take it as its fact, that's fine. Now, for me personally, my tarot readings have obviously stirred up the fact that they are fact. And the reason why I say that is because of the behaviour that came after it and what I've had to endure after it. So if it wasn't real, I wouldn't have had people coming for me, and I wouldn't have people trying to stop me, and I wouldn't have people trying to block the channel, because if it was just a story, it wouldn't matter. But that is not the case. So actions have consequences, don't they? So, and everything happens for a reason. So the reason why obviously somebody's decided to take great offence to the reading, and obviously has confirmed that it's true, maybe if they had thought about it and didn't do that, they probably wouldn't have confirmed it, and therefore it would have just been a story. But by confirming it's true, it's obviously created karma, hasn't it? And obviously we don't wish karma on anyone. However, I say that, but I don't believe that I should be punished and abused because people have caused an injustice, and the universe has to balance. And if the universe has to balance, that means that the injustice comes with karma. You can't keep playing with energy and thinking that you can manipulate it enough to one, block justice, and two, block judgment, because that's just unfair. And all that's happening is it will continue until it gets to a point where the spiritual realm will say, you've built up enough evidence now, and now here's all that back. So for me, I would just say be mindful. And so where am I going with this? So it appears that the world was sold a dream, that if they were to do a load of magic, or do a load of things to block, and we say magic, but I mean obviously manipulation, lies, whatever it is you want to use as magic, if they did all that, then they'd come into this great Ace of Pentacles, and lots of money, and everyone would be happy, and people would disappear, and they would take over, and and all that stuff. Obviously, you're fighting the universe, and on the physical, when I say physical 3D, you can manipulate anything, and you can bribe anyone to do anything, but you can't bribe energy in terms of the spiritual realm. So But anyway, let me show you in the cards, because obviously I've got the Light Seers deck here, and I just want to show everybody, because obviously I think people have been led down a little road thinking that they were going to get lots of, you know, nice things by doing things that probably was against themselves and against their own lineage, but it was a lesson. The illusion was a lesson, and the lesson was, do you take the temptation and the test, or do you say no and walk away? And I think a lot of people took the temptation. Anyway, it came to light that the world was given an illusion by the devil to do magic and abuse the child who was the high priestess, empress, and was kept out in the cold and blocked from her family's lineage, 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, because everybody in the world for years was involved in blocking it. But the reason why it was blocked was because of the Two of Cups, which was the divine connection, and they were keeping it stuck for money, which was an ultimate betrayal against the divine because of all the lies. It caused a tower. It caused a tower because the high priestess showed the truth. Now everyone gets the karma that they were trying to block. Now everyone's in heartbreak and angry because they caused an injustice. And when we say injustice, this is an injustice energetically, because what they tried to do was change energy to suit their own narrative. But obviously you're fighting the universe, and the universe has to balance. So they created an injustice which put the universe out of balance, remember, because the world got involved. So the world became out of balance. I'm trying to find the world card so it can help you, but obviously I can't find it, so it doesn't matter. So the world was out of balance, but again, with the truth from the high priestess, everyone legged it or ran because they were all living on a lie. Now they're all regretting taking that cup from the devil. Now they're in regret, but is it regret, remorse, or is it because they got caught? But they were never not going to get caught, because the universe has to balance. Now some of them have been forced into a dark night of the soul. Now a dark night of the soul is obviously reflection. What have I done? Why did I do it? But not only that, that's about your ancestors. You know, your ancestors are also part of this thing that you decided to do. Sorry, I'm looking at the time. Thing that you decided to do, which obviously causes them problems as well. So some have been forced into a dark night of the soul, and some of them have unfortunately gone down that road as well, which obviously is about reflection. And the most important part about it all was the illusion that everyone got into, which was a test and a temptation, was really the divine's way of forcing people to heal from toxicity, toxic behaviour, hurting people, and actually going in and understanding, why do I do it? What do I get out of it? And now I need to heal from it. Not the greatest way to have to heal, but obviously if that's the way it is, that's the way it is. So now the victory that everybody got is they're under judgment by the universe. Everyone's under judgment now because of the choices that they made. So now they're all stressed and anxious because they thought they were going to get some of this money and whatever. Because they all held on to this secret for years and trying to block and distort and put people in front of people so that they would have relationships with them and not with the person they were supposed to have it with. The secrets of all the lovers, which obviously I said, putting people in different places in the past. Now everyone's stressed again, because everyone's in that stress because they made a choice. It's all in their head because they realised it was an illusion, it wasn't real, it was fake. Now everyone's burdened, but the divine wants balance. And that comes with the healing. So the moral of the story is mindfulness. And if you look at some of the earlier ones, I talk about contracts, I talk about exit contracts. And what I mean by that is, obviously I foresaw some of this stuff happening. But what that means is, be mindful what you actually offered. And is it a fishy cup, i.e. the Page of Cups? Is it a fishy cup or is it real? Because a whole load of people, and if you look at one of my earlier ones, I say God works in mysterious ways, and I might actually title this one the same. If you look at the earlier ones, I say God works in mysterious ways, and one person brought a whole load of people into their karma and their demise. Now, obviously we don't wish karma on anyone, but obviously we also want people to use their discernment and their intuition. And if someone's offering you something for you to do something negatively, then you've got to ask yourself, one, is it the right thing to do? And two, why would I want to do that? For a bit of money? Because even if you did do it, and even if it did work and you did get the money would always be, it would always be tarnished. It would be cursed because of the way you got it. So for me, on a spiritual level, I would say be very mindful on the things that you do to others, and it comes back to do unto others as you want done to you, Luke 31, because when karma spins the block again, and it will, and remember we're in the age of Aquarius, it goes faster, when karma spins the block again, it comes back, what you wish for comes back to you. So for me, I would just be very mindful of all the things that when somebody asks you to do something, be mindful of what they're asking you to do and take a step back. Now, for me, we're in the eye of the storm, so, we're in the eye of this spiritual warfare. But I hope that helps in terms of those that still think they're going to get something, actually it was an illusion. And yeah, you might have done stuff around my house, and yeah, whatever happens to my house, happens to my house. But for me, because I'm an innocent party to it all, and I never did anything to anyone, I will always have divine protection, because you can't come after an innocent person who's done nothing wrong and create an injustice to get judgment for a justice that isn't real. It doesn't work that way. So I hope everyone understands that what they signed up for was a fishy cup of an injustice that was never real in the first place. So I'm going to love everybody and leave you. I hope that people do get to see this, and that one day I'll get my channel back. But take it easy, and I'll see you on the next one. And I'm sending love, light and healing out to anyone who needs it. See you later. Bye.